Operation Arctic, aren't you? Yeah. All right, so let's get started, shall we? Chapter 2, Unexpected Visitors. It's the next morning and Wendy is about to wake up. I said it's the next morning and Wendy is about to wake up. No. Don't go back to sleep. It's time to get started. Come on, wake up. Hey, tech crew. Can you give me a rooster crow? Sure. What else do you have? Okay, it's time to get serious. Ice cold water, shall we? Well, that's a first. Seriously? You've got to be kidding me. You must have been drooling, something awful. Here's a towel. Thanks. So, after Wendy gets up every morning, she follows the same routine. First, she puts her boots on. Then, she brushes her teeth.
Not bad. Maybe I won't this morning.
Then, she brushes her teeth. Wait.
He's brushing his teeth.
She combs her hair. And makes her bed.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to. Oof. Then, she makes some breakfast.
What should I have for breakfast?
Let's do moose jerky.
Jerky? I was thinking pancakes.
No time for pancakes. We have to keep things moving. Okay? Then, as she eats breakfast, she reads a book.
But I've already read all my books.
Not your new one.
New one?
Yeah, the one that Dusty brought you yesterday.
But that's a Bible.
What is he?
I'm not very religious. And besides, I already know all about the Bible.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I never went to church. I know all about Daryl in the lion's den and Moses being swallowed by a whale.
Wow. I'm impressed. Tell me more.
Like what?
Like, do you know any Bible verses?
Sure, that's easy. God helps those who help themselves.
Oh, from Second Hesitations, right?
Right! So, you see, I do know what I'm talking about.
Actually, you don't.
What?
Well, first of all, it was Daniel in the lion's den, not Daryl. It was Jonah, who was swallowed by the great fish. God helps those who help themselves is not even in the Bible, and there's no such thing as second hesitations.
Okay, so maybe I don't know that much about the Bible. Is it really such a big deal? I mean, what difference is it going to make?
Are you serious? Are you really asking if God's written word, a book that has changed the world, could make a difference in your life?
Change the world? What are you talking about?
Well, just look around. Because of the Bible, you've got the establishment of hospitals and orphanages, the development of higher education, the rise of modern science, not to mention the enormous influence on music, language, art, literature, and also there's been a whole slew of caring, missionary organizations that have made a difference all around the world.
Wow, I had no idea.
And Did you know that the American form of government and many of our laws are based on principles found in the Bible? In fact, the history of America and many other countries would be completely different if it weren't for the Bible.
Really?
Yeah, but more important than any of that is the fact that countless millions of people have found faith in God. And they're now in heaven, or they will be someday. So you see, like a light in the darkness, the Bible has made a huge difference. But the question is, can it make a difference in your life? And the answer is absolutely.
Wow. I have to admit, you've given me a lot to think about. But now, I have got to go check my traps.
Okay. Well, while Wendy goes to check her traps, some rather unwelcome visitors traveling far from home arrive in search of an old plane crash site. Their leader hails from New York City, and her name is Bobbie Escobar.
Hey, how are you?
And traveling with her are the infamous Tomato Brothers.
Some people say tomato, but we don't like that.
Say hello to Rico and Ralphie.
I'm Rico, he's Ralphie.
No, I'm Ralphie. He's Rico.
I just said that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Cut it out.
Sorry, boss, it won't happen again.
As the story goes, sometime during the winter of 1974, a small plane flying over northern Alaska went down in an epic snowstorm. Only 3 people survived the crash, the pilot and 2 of the passengers, who then quickly dug a hole and buried their cargo in the ground nearby. The pilot was never told what was in the cargo, but figured that it must be something of extreme value, like gold.
Gold? Now that's what I'm talking about.
She's trying to tell a story. Sadly, when a rescue team arrived, only the pilot had survived the freezing temperatures. For years, he never told anybody about the buried treasure, hoping to someday return and claim the prize for himself. But he was never well enough to do so. Then, just before he died, he shared the story with the only family member he actually liked. His niece, Bobbie. That same Bobbie who's finally come to claim the treasure that's been hidden beneath the Arctic snow all these years.
Why does the Arctic have to be so cold? That's what I want to know.
I told you to wear long johns.
Long johns? And how are they supposed to keep me warm? Why, I need at least a couple dozen of them. They're only that big. Besides, they'd be so sticky with all that ice and the cream filling.
Not long john donuts. Long underwear.
Long underwear? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Did you knock it off?
Sorry, boss. It won't happen again.
Now, according to the GPS, we should be getting close. Real close.
Hey, we should be getting close, so keep your eyes open.
What do you think I'm going to do? If I'd close them, I'd run into a tree.
Sorry, boss. It won't happen again. So you think there's really gold here?
Would I come all the way to the Arctic Circle if I didn't think so?
No, boss. Of course you wouldn't.
Wait, shh! Look! Over there!
A cabin?
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
I just want to get warm, that's all.
No, get back in line and remember why we came up here.
Okay, what did we come up here?
According to the GPS, the cabin must be new. It doesn't show up on here.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's a problem, all right. First, we're in the Arctic wilderness. There aren't supposed to be people up here. And secondly, it looks like the treasure is built directly under the cabin.
So what do we do now?
Lunch sounds good. I'm starving.
You can't be starving. You just had breakfast.
Yeah, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Can too.
Okay, quiet! I don't want anyone to know we're here. Things have gotten more complicated now, so we have to be smart about this.
Okay, boss. You figure it out, then you tell us what to do.
Yeah, you figure it out, then tell us what to do.
I just said that.
I just said that.
Stop copying
Stop
me.
copying me.
Enough! What is wrong with you two?
Sorry, boss. It won't happen again.
Now, I've got to get to a closer reading. You two stay here. Think you can do that?
Yeah, boss, you can count on us.
Ugh.
Psst, Ralphie, what are you doing?
Doing?
I want to come with you. I'm scared.
I'll give you something to be scared about. Now get back there! Ugh. Can you believe it? What are the odds?
Now, Wendy had no idea that she had built her cabin directly over the old plane crash site. The vegetation had long grown back, and none of the wreckage remained after all these years.
Thanks for going out of your way to make it hard for us.
Sorry.
Wait, the gold's under the cabin?
Yep.
Oh well. Better luck next time.
Where are you going?
Home?
No, you're not. Get back here. We did not come all the way to the Arctic Circle to leave empty-handed.
Hide, someone's coming.
And that someone is Wendy, who's returning after checking her animal traps. She usually returns with a fox, a rabbit, or a beaver. Well, she didn't catch anything this time. Looks like a hermit to me.
A hermit? What's that?
Someone who lives alone and far away from everyone.
Really? What's the fun in that?
But that's okay. The odds are still in our favor. There's 3 of us and only 1 of her.
Not so fast. Oh, bush plane. This is unbelievable. You think you're going to be all alone up here in the Arctic wilderness, and then suddenly it's like Grand Central Station. Remind me to make a reservation next time. Come on, we'll set up camp and come back later.
Hey, could we have s'mores tonight?
S'mores? I'd rather have popcorn.
S'mores are better than popcorn.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Good grief! What was I thinking when I decided to bring you two along?
Sorry, boss.
I know it won't happen again, but it always does.
And off they go to set up camp and eat s'mores. Or popcorn. Or probably both. Then, very unexpectedly, Dusty approaches the cabin.
Miss Wonder! It's me, Dusty.
Dusty, what are you doing here?
Well, I found an envelope addressed to you. It must have fallen out of the mailbag. I'm so sorry.
We didn't need to fly all the way up here just for that. You could have waited till your next delivery.
Oh, no, you see, it was postmarked over a month ago. That's why I had to come immediately. I just hope it's not too late.
I'm sure it's fine. I wonder who it could be from. I can't make out the return address.
Oh, yeah, the envelope had got a little messed up. We kind of had a little scuffle with a polar bear.
Over there?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, though. Could have been a lot worse. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we had a grizzly bear rip off the side of our plane like it was tinfoil.
Wow.
Yeah, but it makes it so exciting. I love it. Well, look, I'm going to let you read your letter. I got to get on back to Fairbanks.
Well, be careful.
Oh, I always am.
Oh, and thank you.
All right.
So, as Dusty returns to his bush plane, Wendy returns to the warmth of her cabin to read her letter. Living in the wilderness, she doesn't receive much mail. So when she does, she wastes no time in opening it. Well, this is interesting. What? Oh no! This is awful! This is a disaster! And with that, chapter 2 comes to a close. So, if you want to find out what's in that mystery letter of Wendy's, you'll have to come back tomorrow. Bye.